What is up, good people? How you doing? Today is Thursday. Remember, I have my meet and greet tonight in Happy Valley. I'm going to leave the instructions here at the bottom, and it will also be in the description. It's from 5:30 to 7:30 in Happy Valley at the coffee house. Just read what I have on the teleprompter. I didn't bring my instructions, okay? But I'm looking forward to seeing you guys tonight. My name is Larry Jones. For those of you that are new to the page, go ahead and hit the like, subscribe, and notification bell. Please do not fall for any spam or scam. I will never ask you to send money, talk about a WhatsApp or a broker. That is not me, it's spam, all right? I'm still traveling and trading. And lastly, anything I say is not a suggestion for you to buy, hold, or sell stock or crypto. Let's talk about what just happened in the stock market. So the CPI numbers came out, almost the worst inflationary numbers in almost 40 years, all right? The worst CPI numbers in almost 40 years. I have these on because my eyes are red. I just put some eye drops in, so forgive me. Trying to be cool, I guess. But listen, it happened, and I will tell you, the stock market was flat. I mean, it was a little negative. The Dow was a little negative, just everything was just flat. That was a good signal for me. That means that the stock market was pricing this in. And I want you guys to hear this because it's very important to how we're going to trade going forward. All right. So it was extremely good that the market took that, and it was like, the worst CPI numbers in almost 40 years, and the market just goes, right? And you go, yeah, but I'm looking at the market right now. What happened? I'll tell you what happened. St. Louis Federal Reserve President James Bullard, okay? So he's the St. Louis Federal Reserve President. He came out and he said that he's dramatically more hawkish, all right? And so with the highest CPI numbers in almost 40 years, he wants to do a full percent by the next 3 policy meetings, okay? We know that one is coming March 16th. So within the next 3 policy meetings, he wants a full percent. Now, some people remember, they were talking about stretching this over years. He wants to become more aggressive often, all right? And some people saying that there's pressure on the Fed chair to raise the rate by 0.5%, not 0.25%, by 0.5% by March 16th. So the market is not dealing with that well. So here you have the highest CPI numbers in almost 40 years, right? It doesn't tank the market. And this one report comes out by the St. Louis Federal Reserve President, Mr. Bullard, and it tanks the market, right? And so remember back in December, we did what's called rotating, and we rotated in the banks. Well, the banks are doing good. As a matter of fact, the banks are even getting hit now. So my banks overall are doing good. And I will tell you that if you want to hide your money and make some money during these interest rate hikes, get you some Citigroup, get you some Morgan Stanley, get you some Wells Fargo, get you some Bank of America, get you some Goldman Sachs. I have them all, and I'm doing well, right? Goldman Sachs had one of the best PEs for me, but it's not a direct correlation to how the stock is performing. There's other banks that are making more money based off the interest rate hikes. So that's why I just diversified and not just go off of the fundamentals, okay? And so I diversify, and I'm making money in all of them, all right? So it's just a safe place to be for me. And then energy, my Chevron oil is doing well, all right? And so, yeah, these are boring stock, but hey, this is where we're making money right now, all right? And we're gonna do some more of these in and outs like I did with Shiba Inu. As a matter of fact, Bitcoin was up to 45,000, all right? Here's a correction from yesterday. I said that I would start to buy Facebook at $2. You guys know I meant to say 200. All right. I meant to say I will buy more of Facebook, which is the Meta now. I'm going to buy some Facebook under $200. So I misspoke and said $2. I meant $200. All right. So I just wanted to put those on your radar. Yeah, they're boring stock. They're not the hot EVs. They're not the hot this banks are. But hey, if we're making money, I don't care. Remember, I'm from the Midwest. What's sexy to me now is the thick girl with the big Parker coat on, wrapped with the scarf, not the skinny little toothpicks with the, waist-high skirts and the heels trying to go to the club. That's not sexy when it's 30 below zero and a foot of snow. What's sexy is the big girls. So let's look for the big girls, guys. I'm just playing and having a little fun. But this is the way I communicate and get people to understand about the stock. All right. So we want somebody with some meat on their bones. All right. So that's what we want. We want to be warm in the wintertime. So let's look for the quote unquote unsexy stock. Me, to each his own. I love everybody. It doesn't matter what weight you are. I just like a woman with a little more meat on their bone. That's just me. Everybody got what they like. That's what I like. So they're talking about 7 rate hikes. I don't believe it's going to be 7 rate hikes. I don't. I think that they might. I think will still be 4 rate hikes this year. I do. And they may be more aggressive, but I believe it's only 4 rate hikes. So, and so they're trying to hit the inflationary numbers as far as raising the rates. They're trying to have an inflection at about 2%. And so now, some are saying you need to go more aggressive. Here's what I think is going to happen to the overall market, good people. I think that inflation will flatten, and I haven't wavered. I think inflation will flatten by the fall. I believe that we will have a great fourth quarter. Some people think we're going to have the last 6 months of the year will be great. I hope they're right, but I see the last quarter going into a recovery mode, and stock will just start to run up and pop up. I think that the supply chain will flatten, not come down, flatten. All right. And remember, the stock market looks forward, just like it priced in the CPI numbers. So it was doing well with that bad news. And then one gentleman comes out with his report and it tanks the market. So I'll tell you guys what I'm going to do. Soon as I finish this video, I'm going to see how far down we are with the S&P, the Dow, the NASDAQ. And I'm going to look at all my portfolios, my $5 a day portfolios. And I might just go and buy everything right now, meaning all my $5 a days from January 1st up until now in all 3 portfolios, just go ahead and put the money in, right? Because I look for red days to put the money in, not the green days. So yesterday it was green. I wasn't going to do that yesterday because it's green. I wait for the red days, the dollar cost average in. All right. And from that point on, like I told you guys, I'll just start to do every Friday from there. And then just because I have a stock in my $5 a day doesn't mean I can't just buy lump sums of it in other portfolios. All right. And so on my Disney play, I was up rather handsomely this morning. And then this gentleman comes out with this report, and it literally took half of the money back out of my pocket. So what is that? What do you think is going to happen? I'm going to tell you guys. Let me take the glasses off of this, because this is what I believe. Nobody has a crystal ball. Nobody can see the future. But this is what I believe is going to happen to the market. I believe that we're going to, after this week, we're going to have some more green days next week. And I believe we're going to go back up. Market is going to absorb this. Remember, the market looks towards the future. The market will absorb this. We'll have some more green days. I don't believe that we're going to retest the bottoms. I believe that we're going to find a lower bottom. And I'm just going to prepare you guys right now. And so I'm playing my positions in my portfolio accordingly. Okay. So I'm going to consistently tell you the same thing. This bear market is not over. We have more rate hikes to come. Yes, the stock market is pricing some of that in. Today was a clear sign to me that the stock market is pricing in the CPI numbers and it's pricing in the interest rate hikes. That's why at a certain point, I'm going to sell my banks or probably sell 50% of my banks, or should I say 50% of my profits. I'm going to lock those wins in because I think banks are going to, at some point, cool off. So I'm going to rotate. Remember, if you're rotating now into banks, which you still have time, remember you're late. You should have been rotating last December or November. Always look ahead in the stock market, and you have to do what's unpopular, when it's unpopular, because you'll make more money, and follow the smart money. I'm gonna leave it right there, good people. Hopefully I see you guys tonight. I saw somebody yesterday and they were like, hey man, it was cool that you talked with me. You stopped and talked with me, and I thought you would be standoffish, and I looked at him and I said, hey, my name is Stock Up with Larry Jones, not Stuck Up with Larry Jones. And there's a scripture in the good book that says, he who thinketh he stands, take heed lest he fall. I'm never getting the big heads. I'm always going to stay humble. I'm always going to stay hungry. Looking forward to seeing you guys tonight here in Arizona in Happy Valley at the coffee house. I'm going to leave the link below from 5:30 to 7:30. I'm going to keep it moving like it's alive because I don't want to just spend all of my time with one person. I'm just going to mix and mingle and try to speak to everybody. All right. Love you guys. See you tonight.